Hello everyone, Bruffy1322 here. So if you haven't seen my previous videos showing the fastest vehicles in each class in GTA 5, I would suggest that you go watch those first because this video will serve as an update to those videos. They will all be linked in the description down below. So in this update we're going to be testing the Collector's Edition vehicles and a few loose ends and getting lap times for them around cutting corners and seeing where they fit into the normal lists. So we're going to start with an SUV and we're going to look at the Rakoto. Now I actually didn't manage to try this one out the first time because I just couldn't find it, and at that point when I did the first tests you couldn't buy it. So yeah, it was basically a nightmare trying to get it, and it turns out it wasn't really worth the effort anyway because it got a 1 minute 9.4. It wouldn't have beaten the Baller or the Radius, and it certainly isn't going to beat the Huntley. It is quite quick, but it's nowhere near being close to the fastest SUV, and that counts when it's fully modded as well. Now basically all of the cars in this, all of the vehicles in this episode are just ones that I couldn't get the first time around for whatever reason. The Collector's Edition I don't have, and these vehicles that I just kind of overlooked at the start. So the next one is the Felon, which is the 4-door Felon. I tested the Felon GT, and it actually isn't too bad of a car. It's certainly a lot quicker than the Felon GT, and with a 104.4 it's about joint third in terms of the coupes class. Now obviously it's no match for the Exemplar, it certainly hasn't got the speed of that. But when fully modded, it's probably quite on the pace of the Zion in second place. So the Felon, the 4-door Felon, is probably the second, joint second best coupe, and it's certainly one of the best 4-door cars as well. Obviously no match for the Exemplar, but it does drive very nicely, and fully modded you could certainly do a lot worse. So next up we've got the Hotknife, which is the first of our Collector's Edition vehicles, and to do this I had to get a little bit crafty. So I had the help of Grown Smoker, which is someone who contacted me saying he had the Collector's Edition vehicles and I could try them out. So what we did is jumped into a rally race, set him to the driver, and then we made sure we turned the spawns on so we would switch at respawn. So every time we respawned I would then get to drive the car. So I did a number of laps in all of these Collector's Edition cars. The Hotknife, it turns out, is absolutely terrible. It's very good in a straight line, but it just can't brake and can't turn. So yeah, we don't need to worry about that one doing anything good. But the Chameleon is next, and that is one of quite a big surprise for me, I have to say. It did really well. It got a 1 minute 2.4, which obviously compared to the really quick sports cars is a little bit off the pace. But it's not that bad at all, it's very well balanced. It's nice to drive. It was quite a surprise. It's not going to win any races unless you're in a room full of randoms and you're quite a good driver. But it's certainly a very nice car, and certainly a surprise to me, I would have to say. It's kind of on the pace of the Alpha and the Corvette. So the final vehicle in this episode is the Carbon RS. Now we had to get a little bit tricky with this one again because doing a rally race with this just didn't work at all. They were just far too, the weight of the other person on the back just wrecked the bike's performance. So we just decided to do a GTA race and swapped roles, swapped the bikes, so it will come up that it's a Barty time, but it's actually the Carbon RS. Now I've always said that the Carbon RS would never be able to challenge the top 3, and that was proven to be correct. It is a quick bike, it is the 4th quickest in terms of the lap time that it got, obviously a 56.3, but it's just not on the pace of the top 3. The Barty, the Akuma and the Double T are all pretty significantly quicker than the Carbon RS. It's a nice bike, it's okay, but it's not going to be on the pace at all really. So if you're looking for the best bike, you've got to stick with the Barty, simple as that. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video guys. It was a little bit of a difference here where we had rally races and also GTA races, and we had to think of ingenious ways to actually get these tests done, considering I didn't have access to the vehicles. But I hope it's cleared up some things for you guys on cars that I didn't sort out the first time around. And obviously thank you to Grown Smoker who helped me make the video. So if you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, leave all your comments down below as well. Thanks a lot for all your support as always, and I'll see you next time.